can't think of any coach with a vision that won't want, you know, Gareth Bale or Lionel Messi on his team. Isn't he like a Lionel Messi?
I will.
Like a Lionel Messi. Okay, so last year, Johnny, last year you were first team All-American, and this year you should have been first team All-American, but we made a mistake. So
That's all right.
last year you did not get the Conference Player of the Year. And so this year, I am happy to announce that the coaches came to their senses and they voted you Conference Player of the Year because you led the conference in scoring and points and championships, because no other school had 2 championships. And more importantly, you led the team in an example of how to play as a team player, no matter how good you are. And that example went through all the way to all of the different guys, and hopefully it'll follow through all the way to the next generation of dudes. And so I want to congratulate you on being the 2014 WSC Men's Soccer Conference Player of the Year.
I got my hat. I'll do it.
Hold on, don't get over. It's right here. There you go. All that, but, you know. And this also.
Headphone number 2.
What a player.
Headphone number 2.
What about prettiest of the year?
Prettiest of the year? Is that what you said? Okay, all right. So, Johnny, in your time here, you've been All-American, Conference Player of the Year, Ventura County Star Male Athlete of the Year, and also first team All-Conference 2 years and some other stuff. And we want you to understand that those awards mean nothing. What means something is the way you treated every single person and the way you participated in the team and the way you set an example for everybody. Okay? It's just keep doing that, okay? And I promise you someone will be smart enough to go ahead and grab you, give you a contract, and win tons of stuff with you. Thank you for all you've done.
Hey, no te olvides, güey,
Good job. Yeah, don't forget. All right. Now, to conclude the ceremony here, okay, I know you guys have been real patient. Okay, I know this takes some time. I just want to make sure that I get to every single person, okay, because every single person matters. And so what I'm going to do now is bring up the 2 guys that really, really exemplified what Oxnard College soccer is all about this year and led us this year and last year all the way through, and that is Diego Ortega and TJ Fair. Okay, so when you so I've never had 2 captains before. I've always had 1 captain. One guy stood out, and one guy was just someone I could count on, and I wanted him to implement the game plan, and he was the person I could count on. Last year it was Stevie, right? And you could text him and tell everybody this is going to happen or whatever, and boom. And before that, Gabby was a captain, Sam Nellis was a captain. I mean, we've had some special dudes, Dago Gonzalez, Ivan Mirkovic. I've never had 2 in 1 year. But this year, just like the Freshman of the Year and the Condor Award, I couldn't decide. And that's just not because I have 2 unbelievable people standing next to me right now. It's because of the way the team is. You guys, there's no separating you guys. Every single one of you have earned anything that anyone has gotten because you work together so much. Every time we 1, 2, 3 together, it meant something, and nobody exemplified together better than these two guys. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Man, so I'm going to start with Diego, and then I'm going to talk about TJ. But there really shouldn't be any line, in terms of whatever here, because all of you guys, and I'm not just making this up, I'm not just saying this, every single one of you is freaking unbelievable. So thank you. Now Diego, Steven Gerrard. Wow. Okay, Steven Gerrard, I'm a big fan of Steven Gerrard. Okay, he covers a lot of ground. He's European champion. I mean, unbelievable player at Liverpool. And he's a good player. But he never led his team to a conference championship playing center back. He never played center back. You did. Diego is probably the best midfielder, in the conference this year, maybe, I don't know, in terms of just power and authority and ability to control a game, from scoring on one end to tackling and winning headers on the other. But he is so good that this year, when you guys were playing in the Grand League and stuff, I saw him playing center back because no one else was around to play center back, so he stepped back there. And then what I saw, Diego would bring the ball forward, like Sergio Ramos, but better, like Gerard Piqué, but better. Why better? Why do I say better? Why do I say better? Because he wouldn't stop. He would keep going. He would keep going and all of a sudden he's in the other team's 18-yard box, a center back. And I'm like, what? And then I thought, that's awesome. That is awesome. I'm going to build that into my team. I'm going to build it in from now on. Every center back I have has to be willing to go forward if the other team's just going to bunker. Fine. We're not going to wait around. We're going for it. And so we went for it. And, it was such a new concept that the only guy that could physically handle it was you. Everybody else was looking at me like I was crazy. Like Danny and Yepes and stuff like that, they were looking at me like, you must be out of your mind. No, I stay back here and kick the ball out. Well, Danny, he's on his way, but you've set an entire new standard for what an Oxnard College center back should do. And along the way, you never got beat. On the way, you never lost a challenge for a header. Along the way, you never missed an opportunity to control the back line and step and pull people off sides. Along the way, you never, were able to stop communicating with the midfield and working with Osvaldo and, compacting the space. And it was like having an entire midfield. It was like we had 8 midfielders, and then we had 8 center backs. It was just an unbelievable thing to watch. We almost had too much control of the game because we had the other teams so pinned that they were nothing but just protecting themselves. And it would have been almost easier to let them out and let them do stuff and then go score on them because they were out. But instead, we just kept going. And that is a tribute to how good you are. I'm hoping that you will go to Santa Clara and be the next in line to take that Division I opportunity and be like some of the other guys around here and get drafted. And take your talents to the top level. I mean, because you guys think he could do it? I think for sure he could do it. So, this year, Diego, I could go on and on, okay? You're a special leader. You are going to go far, and you're going to bring whoever you would like with you, okay? I just want you to continue to set big, hairy, audacious goals. Have you ever read that book? You will, but it's a book about how to lead a company to the top. You set big, hairy, audacious goals. Right? You set a goal for us, like this small school should win the state championship and we should freaking be disappointed with that. And we won it and you went for it. When you weren't playing last year, when you did step in, you did great. When I asked you to play right fullback, no problem. When I asked you to play center back, no problem. You would have played goalie if we needed. When I asked you to play center mid, forward, no problem. It was too easy for you. Your talents are going to take you miles. All I'm saying is be the same leader. Okay, be the same quality human being no matter how far you go, because you're certain to come up, and find different kind of pitfalls. Just be that strong character that you were. Did you see how much character our team displayed this year? Yeah. I think that is also a display of its captain. That character that we showed through all of those crazy moments, that's a display of Diego Ortega. Congratulations on the not only being first team all conference, but also being Oxnard College 2014 co-most valuable player. You stand over there and let TJ come over here. All right, so now we're almost to the end, okay? And I think there's no better way to end but with talking about TJ, okay? And the reason is that TJ embodies who we are. Am I right?
Yeah.
And who we are is special, like really special. This group here can go places. We're going to be meeting and have like a 40-year anniversary or something, you know. Hopefully we'll get a bigger room than that because we won't be able to get the walkers and wheelchairs in here. But we're going to be talking about this team. We're going to be talking about this group. When you guys achieve as much as you achieve under the circumstances you achieved it, you become legends. When you make history, you become legends. And the reason that I like to point out TJ is Superman.
Captain America.
Captain America. Freaking Clark Kent. And then he puts on a soccer uniform, he's unbelievable. You are unbelievable. Every single day, you and Elmer, every single day you were here. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do to help? What can I do to help? What can I do to help? And it's not like I asked you. You just did it. You just did it. I've known TJ for a long time. And I didn't know where you're going to go to school because, you know, you went to Santa Barbara High School and that meant you might go to Santa Barbara City College, or you went to Santa Barbara High School and that meant you might be going off to a 4-year school or whatever. I mean, anything is possible. You're a great athlete, great player. But luckily you chose us. And then you did what I think that you always do. And what you always do is you choose to make something a success. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you do it, but you just will yourself to success. You will yourself to victory in everything. Okay? A perfect example is TJ talked to the group before we had playoffs, right?
Yeah.
And then we went to the Long Beach. And then we had all the problems at Long Beach, and we're playing on a field where we couldn't get our game going, we couldn't get the passing going. And we needed something to go in the net, you know what I mean? Because otherwise we were going to be vulnerable to what any kind of bounce that they get. And what did TJ do? He just said, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We kept going, kept going. This is happening. This is happening. And so the ball comes in, and at halftime I had talked about, you know, second balls and third balls in the box, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to probably score the first ball, but you're going to, like, someone just flick it on. You be the first touch, you be the second touch, you be the third touch, right? Someone else?
Yeah.
And when I'm saying that, I'm watching TJ. I swear, I'm watching TJ, and TJ's like, you know that thing he does, right, where he closes his eyes and he does that like samurai stuff. It's like, damn. Okay, and so he's